It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. We've got Boston facing Atlanta. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Bird out there with McHale. Then it's Michael Jordan. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Abdul-Jabbar. 8 at the 5, down low. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Jordan against Pippen. Outside Jordan. To the paint. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, excellent extension on the block. Superb timing as well to swat that one away.
Now here's Nowitzki. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And that's exactly why Antetokounmpo is so loved. I mean, his ability to make the right call, the right decision, and pick and roll sets, that's why he's involved in those sets as much as he is. You might have heard this story about Giannis growing a couple of inches since he was drafted, but how about the strength this kid is at? Under 200 pounds as a rookie. He's added a good 35 pounds of muscle through his dedication in the weight room.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Jordan. It's deflected. Bird against Antetokounmpo, and he comes up with the deuce.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Now here's Jordan. Pass to Bird. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. Looking to end the run, and he knocks down the jumper.
An effective score from the in-between area of the court. Jordan doing his thing.
Arenas against Johnson. Nowitzki outside. And it's Antetokounmpo.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Celtics making a switch here. Olajuwon's checked in. Irving looking over the floor. Pippen kicks to Davis. Outside Irving. Back to Davis. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Nowitzki for 3. No good on that one. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Johnson can't get it to go. Atlanta leading by 7. Now Irving. Passes it to Tomjanovich. Nowitzki right side. Shoots over Bird. And the basket by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 5 now.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. Atlanta with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Curry's checked in for Atlanta. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Buck Williams, he's checked in for McHale. Wilkins comes in for Larry Bird. Irving's checked in for Jordan. And Thomas subbed in for Johnson.
Well, I tell you what, you can't let Olajuwon get this kind of positioning. I mean, he is a master at knowing how to score close inside.
On the wing, Irving. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Curry. Dominique Wilkins unable to get his shot to go. 36 seconds left to play here in the first. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for two.
Boy, he is quick off his feet and really stronger than he looks. Wilkins can burn you in that painted area.
Irving against Curry. Takes a three. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound. Boston trails by 5. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And guys, it's crazy. He really was a late bloomer. You know, Irving didn't have the big-time amateur career you hear about with some stars, but boy, he's more than made up for it.
Irving against Thomas. Irving kicks to Nowitzki. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 8 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
Love how confident Nowitzki is from beyond the arc. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot to go with that 7-foot frame. Almost impossible to block it, and it goes in more times than not.
And so... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
On the floor for Boston. Thomas is out there with Irving. And there's Buck Williams. Then it's Olajuwon. And it's Wilkins in at the small forward position. Boston trails by 6. Inside, Nowitzki with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Irving leading the charge. With the floater. There's the pass to Olajuwon. Now here's Wilkins. D right on him. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for the Celtics. Gervin comes in for Wilkins. Here's Thomas. Cans the shot from the wing. Thomas got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Celtics.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Down low, Irving. Misses from close range. Atlanta leading by 5. Here's Tomjanovich. No good with the triple.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you've got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
Here's Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Quite possibly the best shooter of all time. Curry just continues to impress. Well, Steph Curry, widely regarded as the best shooter in the history of the game. He's been so successful playing point guard in the NBA at times, I think we forget that he transitioned from playing shooting guard in his younger days.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Lets the 3 fly. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And I have great appreciation for the IQ of Stephen Curry. I mean, once the ball hits his hands, guys, you know he's thinking about letting it go.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. You know, Greg, a lot of players can't make that switch from shooting guard to point guard. You've got to give Steph a lot of credit.
He's worked tirelessly. I mean, we've all seen those pregame ball handling drills. He's still prone to a careless turnover or two, but on the plus side, he rebounds like a shooting guard. And today's point guards are expected to score much more than in days past.
Bird, he's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Bird outside. In the corner, it's Richardson. Back to Bird from 15 feet away, and it's good off the glass.
Yeah, you know, when he's not beating you from the three or attacking the basket, Bird, very reliable from the mid-range.
Arenas passes to Eaton. That's in, coming off an assist from Arenas. And Atlanta leads by 10.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
Richardson the pass to Dantley. 6 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Richardson, no luck.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
Exactly. I mean, that shot is one he shouldn't even think about taking.
Now here's Arenas. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Arenas. 8 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bird with it. Takes the 13-footer. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Here's Bird following the basket by Gilbert Arenas. Bird, the pass to McHale. That's tipped.
And having Eaton protecting the rim, that's about the same as building a brick wall around the basket. Just nothing gets over him. What an intimidator down low.
Now here's Gervin following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Curry kicks it over to Arenas. We've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside for Curry. Off target from three-point range. Boston trails by 12. To the paint, here's Gervin, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And he recovers it. A nice shot by Bird.
And you know, in the painted area, Bird has a variety of moves, can take you either direction and finish with either hand. He's a nightmare to defend, and believe me, I woke up in sweats many a times dealing with that guy.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last. And Nowitzki puts up a deep three. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Pippen. Nowitzki is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Gilbert Arenas, and it's Eaton in at the 5. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
The ball goes to Boston.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Arenas. The rebound by the Celtics.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
When it comes to distributing the ball, nobody does it better than Magic. When one of his guys has a clean look, the ball is there quickly and on target.
And the basket by Arenas.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now, doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
And Pippen gets it to go.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Yeah, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
Atlanta making a switch here. Here's McHale, rejected by Nowitzki.
Love how Nowitzki uses his long arms there on defense. Solid at coming up with blocks.
Johnson, but they'll get another chance. Here's Bird. Outside Jordan, and there's the feed to Bird. No good, not a friendly rim at all this trip down. It's Davis on the wing. Abdul-Jabbar covering. With the fadeaway. Second chance shot. Irving for 3. Davis kicks to Nowitzki. Pass to Tomjanovich. Here's Davis. Good on the three-point shot.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
And here is McHale following the three-pointer by Anthony Davis. Clock at 6. The drive by Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Gotta admire how quickly Jordan gets to the rim. I mean, excellent at slashing to the basket with a lot of force, too.
Atlanta leading by 16. Irving kicks to Nowitzki. Pass to Tomjanovich. Back to Nowitzki. And on the way from Irving for 3. And some changes here for the Celtics. Olajuwon comes in for McHale, and Wilkins subbed in for Bird. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. It's Pippen with the drive. That one misses. Now the Celtics take it the other way. They get a hand on it. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Johnson, wide open, he fires. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Yeah, and Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
1:25 left to play in the third. And the dunk by Jordan.
Oh, they matched the slam at one end with an even bigger one at the other.
Ooh, maybe we'll get another one on this trip.
Why not? I say keep them coming.
Now here's Irving. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Davis. Off target from outside.
Not a shot he should have taken in the face of such tough defense. He needed to get a better look.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here. Jordan against Curry. The drive by Jordan. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Eaton. Davis inside. Abdul-Jabbar covering. Abdul-Jabbar with the block.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Yeah, the jump shot of Thomas, cash money, Kevin. Boy, it's nice seeing him knock down that mid-range jumper.
On deep, Arenas. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Olajuwon's got his 4th rebound in this one. The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw good from Wilkins.
And you look at Wilkins, everybody talks about the spectacular athleticism, but in some ways, I think he's just underrated as a basketball player. It just does so many things well for his team. And you can see the play calling this half, another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in, locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far.
And so it's Atlanta. Their lead at 11 points to end. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Boston, we've got Irving. Olajuwon is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's Jordan, and it's Thomas in at the point.
Well, you know, Kevin, you love the vertical, the bounce, the ability to go up. And then the power combined with that on the flush. Man, Irving making it look easier than it is.
Arenas kicks to Antetokounmpo. That's in, coming off an assist from Arenas. And it's 13 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Thomas dishes to Jordan. And so Boston again turning it over. Pippen's checked in for Curry. So it's Atlanta now. They led by as many as 18 points. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. It's stolen by Olajuwon. With the teardrop, and Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Gilbert Arenas. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. McHale's checked in for Olajuwon, and Larry Bird sub for Irving. Now a timeout called by Boston. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thomas against Arenas. He kicks it to Pippen. Outside Arenas. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Thomas. Here's Bird. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Bird's got it back down to single digits for the Celtics.
Boy, he's so crafty, Isaiah Thomas, and really unselfish. A pass-first point guard who knows exactly when one of his guys is open and how to get it to him.
Stolen by Bird. Thomas finds Jordan. Tipped away. Pippen with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo.
That's how you attack.
Oh, man. my. And Antetokounmpo is an excellent penetrator. Moves as a man much smaller would. I mean, this guy's 7 feet tall with that kind of agility. Just finds ways to knife inside the lane and finish through contact. Really impressive.
Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Michael Jordan. Arenas against Thomas. Here's Antetokounmpo. Buries it down low. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points here in the second half.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days, and as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary.
And the rejection by Pippen. One-on-one here. Here's Arenas, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Isaiah Thomas.
Arenas, boy, I tell you, is one of the most confident and explosive scorers in the game. A shoot-first point guard who will let it fly at any time and do real damage with the ball in his hand.
Atlanta making a switch here. Nowitzki's checked in. Magic Johnson, he checked in for Boston. Boston trails by 12. Bird outside. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Johnson. Michael Jordan on the wing, guarded by Pippen. Shoots from 8. A shot by Johnson, no good. Atlanta leading by 12. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I tell you what, Antetokounmpo has a real killer instinct on offense. I mean, this guy is serious about trying to score the ball and make plays. Always playing downhill, always in attack, and constantly keeping the defense on its heels.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Gilbert Arenas. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Johnson is an elite talent, a special talent. A very unique point guard with amazing size, about 6'9". He can flat out take over games because he virtually can play every position.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Here's Pippen. And then Pippen slams it in.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
And that's what you want to do. I mean, you can't let the opposition off the hook here. I mean, you've got to keep adding to that lead.
Johnson kicks to Jordan. What a terrific move that was.
You know, Jordan is an accomplished scorer inside. I mean, feels like he can get whatever shot he wants on the block.
To the right side. He tries for 3. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Nowitzki. And Atlanta leads by 15. And here is Johnson. Kicks it to McHale. Pass to Jordan. Back to McHale. On the wing, Bird. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's good.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
Jordan dishes to Johnson. McHale outside. He's looking for Abdul-Jabbar and finds him. Got a piece of it. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Oh, wow. And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean,